look at what happens when we're doing nomenclature with compounds that have a polyatomic ion. These fall in two categories as well. We have a fixed charge metal as well as a variable charge metal. So let's start with the fixed charge metal. If I give you this symbol, we want to know how to name it. This one's great. If we have a fixed charge metal and a polyatomic ion, you don't have to worry about the subscripts, you're just going to name it. So we're going to have calcium phosphate. And you're done. If we have NaNO3, we just know that this is going to be Na is sodium, NO3 is nitrate. And finally, if we have ZnSO3, this would just be zinc sulfite. So now what if I give you the name and you want to give me the symbol? So let's say we have lithium acetate. Well, we know that lithium is Li, it has a +1 charge. Acetate is C2H3O2, has a -1, so when we add those together we get 0, so this is simply going to be LiC2H3O2, and you're done. Now let's try one that's a little more tricky maybe for some people. Let's say that we have aluminum sulfate. Well, we know aluminum is fixed with a +3 charge. Sulfate is SO4 -2. Now they're different and they're not multiples, so we can crisscross. But what happens when we crisscross? Well, it's easy on this side because it looks just like what we've already done. Now this says we need 3 of the SO4, so that means that whenever you have a polyatomic ion, you're going to need to use parentheses to make sure that you have 3 of the whole thing. If you don't, it might look like 43, and usually you look at that and you're like, wow, that's totally crazy. So these are some examples for fixed charge metals.